In this video, Max Shen, a pain researcher from MIT, and I dive into a fascinating conversation about the connection between play, curiosity, nervous system, and the pain. We explore how play shifts the nervous system from a protective stress state into one of safety, openness, unlocking new ways of moving and relieving the pain. So stick around until the end for a fun and gentle movement exploration that can help you break free from old patterns and rediscover joy of moving. So enjoy.
Can you speak about curiosity and play from the neuroscience perspective? What is really happening in the brain? And then also in a context of people dealing with the chronic pain. There's this really subjective element to play. These studies around it are pretty small because it's kind of hard to exactly define play from a broad nervous system perspective. You can think about play as requiring a parasympathetic response or a balanced sympathetic parasympathetic response. If you're really scared, if you don't feel like you can trust who you're playing with, then you actually can't be playing. You might be moving, but you're actually really rigid. And so what's really interesting is your reactions might be faster because your eyesight, when you have more adrenaline from your sympathetic nervous system is activated, your vision kind of can sharpen and your reflexes are faster.
Yeah.
But that also means you're living from your reflexes. And so you are not able to do things in new ways. You're not able to solve new problems. So one way of looking at it from the perspective of the nervous system is that the type of relaxation, the type of open curiosity that is involved in play is broadly involved in solving new types of problems. That's true whether it's for your business, your like product development problems, or movement problems, because one way we can think of neck stiffness is it's a movement problem for the body, right? The ability to relate to my head and my neck and my chest as a slinky, that's actually a new type of movement solution.
Right.
And so play is one, you can think about play as the type of inquiry that allows you to come up with new solutions. So yeah, that's from the nervous system perspective. Then you can also say something about the role of it in childhood development too. If you look across all cultures, every single culture around the world, kids and adolescents have some form of play. They have games, they do all these things. And if we take this idea of solving new problems, we can also see that play from when you're a baby crawling and building blocks, you're solving motor tasks. Even when you're doing things like theater and you are playing social games, you're starting to solve social problems and you get more and more skilled in these different domains. So you can think of it as the arena in which important life supporting skills are developed. And then in adulthood, that's when those skills come into actually supporting more survival functions.
Yeah. I just remember, but the animals, wild animals, as a play, and the babies, the siblings, they fight in a playful way, right? And then, but at the same time, they are playing, but also they are acquiring skills that are going to that are necessary for fighting and for hunting, and which is related to their survival.
Wolf cubs or bear cubs are, they're pawing each other. You can think of it as a simulation for the things they have to do later on. It's just a safe place to practice skills later on. Oh, and to bring this back to pain, because you asked about that, the difficult thing about chronic pain is that if you're persistently in this sympathetically activated state, you're not able to learn new things. If you're able to move into play, that's how you can come up with new solutions, new ways of relating to internal sensations and patterns. That's actually the key to getting out of this sympathetically activated, constricted chronic pain cycle. So that's why play is actually an antidote to pain.
Oh, that's great. And also, yeah, as you mentioned about the safety, safety is a requirement for a play as well, right? To be able to play, you have to be in a safe environment, right? And if you are playing with someone who you don't know, you can't trust, then that's really not the play. Yeah, so that's a very good, and that applies to the practice of the movement. You have to provide environment that is safe for you so that you can explore your body comfortably. And I think that's a very important part.
It's about trusting other people, but it's also about trusting your own body and trusting that you can be okay. One of the more beautiful things that happen with people who have chronic pain is that when you can become confident that your body is able to adapt, then you can start to do new tasks that bring even more joy and even more play. And then you can start to be even more in your body. And so just like chronic pain has this difficult cycle of tightness, fear, there's also the positive cycle. A little bit of play makes things more fun, which makes you want to play more. And then you're going in this virtuous cycle that just brings you more into your body until you're playing all the time. Is there a way that you prompt people to bring more play, more curiosity into just their daily life?
People are so used to looking at the exercise, the movement practice as more of a task, more of a chore, right, to be completed. Okay, so I need to do this one because I'm feeling stiff. I need to stretch it out. I need to do these exercises. How many times? 3 times of 15 repetitions. That's more of a task-oriented, right? And the mindset. You're approaching your body like a machine, and then you're trying to do that. That's one way to do that, but it doesn't have to be done that way. But you can actually approach your body from more curious place throughout your day. Say you can take just a couple minutes rest.
How do you do that in your own life?
For example, right now, as we are talking, having a conversation, I could easily, even though I'm paying attention to you, I could also shift slightly my attention to my sit bones, for example, that I can feel my left sit bones. Okay. That I can shift myself a little bit over to the right sit bones. That I can, stuff like this is, I don't consider an exercise, but this is just a simple exploration that I could be doing any time of the day.
Before we wrap up, let's try a quick playful movement exploration together. As we discussed, play and curiosity are key to shifting the nervous system and unlocking a new pattern. So that's what we're going to do right now. Just a couple minutes and grab a teacup, paper cup, or just a regular cup, whatever you can find. Easy to hold, not too big, and something like this. So you can do this one sitting on the chair or standing up. I'm sitting right now on the floor, but it would be much easier to sit on the chair. So I recommend you do either sitting on a chair or standing up. Anyways, I would probably start with your dominant hand as it is easier. So I'm holding a cup from the bottom like this. Make sure your fingers are soft, your hands are soft, not gripping so hard. And then soften your arms, soften your shoulder. Pay attention to your breathing. Breathing is easy. And I am going to gently turn the cup. So the top of the cup, when facing upward and towards the ceiling the whole time, so I'm going to turn clockwise, counterclockwise, like so. Pretend the cup is filled with water, so you don't want to spill it, right? Very slowly here and here. And then playfully, see if you can find a way to continue to rotate the cup further. At some point it gets in the way, right? But think about, you can use your whole body. So instead of limiting all the movements from your hand, wrist, and your elbow and your shoulder, you can start to move your entire body. Right there. I can shift my weight like so. I can move in such a way that I can continue to turn I can turn the other way, like that. You can't see it? Here. Let me step back. Again, you don't have to sit like I am right now. I just happen to be sitting on the floor for this video. But you can be doing standing up or sitting on the chair. But see how I am playfully rotating the cup. That's pretty fun activity, right? But in order for me to continue to rotate this cup in a way that really doesn't create difficulty for my body, I have to remind myself all my body parts can participate in this movement here, like so. It's not that you have to move exactly like this way, but you can start to move. Maybe your movement is only like this and this, that's okay. But that's a lot different from just doing this, right? You can go further if you allow your body to move. So do this movement playfully, right? So the key is curiosity and the play. Let your curiosity lead your movement. And have fun with this one. This is not a task, something that you are so serious about. You are just playfully rotating the cup. What if I wanted to rotate and turn it even further? How could I do that without hurting my body, without straining my body, without constricting my breathing? I can do that. It's fun. And then once this becomes easier, and then you can switch hand and hold on with, grab a hold of it with a non-dominant side, which would be more challenging. Have fun, and then just for fun, if you want to play with the two cups, you can do both, turning opposite directions, or you can turn in the same directions. So have fun with that. If you found this conversation and exploration helpful and intriguing, imagine how much deeper we can go. And I dive deep into these principles in my free masterclass. So I invite you to join my free masterclass. And if you found this video helpful, and please like the video and subscribe, and let me know how this felt for you in the comment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.